Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania was transformed into a river of shit this past Saturday, which was July the 2nd, and after Kenny Chesney and his gang were finished with their concert, the concert goers left Heinz Field and the areas around it at a literal river of shit. We'll get to that. And honestly, this is something that I would traditionally not even care enough to touch, considering you go to a big festival, you go to a big concert, sometimes there are going to be some big piles of garbage, especially around trash receptacles that are not emptied very often while the tailgating is going on or while the show itself is going on. I can remember going to Ozfests around the Pittsburgh area in the mid-2000s and remembering that there were some piles of trash, but it was usually around or in the trash receptacles. This was literally everywhere. Like, you could tell exactly what specific people had to drink or eat. It was relatively insane. So, country music in Pittsburgh have definitely had this sort of marriage of trash over the past couple of years, really ever since artists such as Kenny Chesney and Bryan have come to town. It seems like every single time one of these large festivals come into the burg, it's something that ends in absolute disaster. Whether it be based off of the numerous arrests that occur, whether it be for disorderly conduct, whether it be for drinking underage, or even the possession of some THC products, which is still illegal in Pennsylvania, though it shouldn't be. It is something where the police are oftentimes called, and whenever assigning duties for the evening, a lot of the cops don't want to go anywhere near that place. This is also a place where there's a ton of people that are constantly shipped out via EMS. Nearly 100 were shipped out via EMS for alcohol-related, problems over the weekend, and it's something that has been even larger in the past. There have been large-scale fights, but let's stick with 2016. Let's stick with the fact that aside from the river of trash that was littered in Heinz Field, the parking lot that is, there was also a literal river of shit. I wasn't making that up. There were porta potties that were tipped over or their contents were leaking into the streets. So imagine you had nothing to do with this concert. You were just walking to perhaps one of the restaurants that are local to that area, and all of a sudden you get a strong whiff of shit. You turn and you see that there's a little bit of garbage in Heinz Field, and you say that that's pretty messed up. But you think, well, I smell garbage. Why do I still smell shit? And as you continue to walk, you notice that there's a porta potty that's flat. And you notice that there is an emanating, reeking brown that is just slowly but surely oozing its way towards you. Now, for those people, they probably turn and hightail it in the other direction. For the concert goers, they probably think, well, shit, I can't use that one. Well, wait, yes, you can. And then just poop in the ooze. This is a huge problem. And here's something that's even more ironic. Pittsburgh stated that they were actually happy with the result. The reason why is because even though there was just an assload of trash, literally and figuratively, it was worse in years past. Back in 2013, there were more people that were arrested, more people shipped to the hospital, and there was more trash. 30 tons wasn't enough, 48 tons is trash. Man, those Kenny Chesney fans are really dropping the ball. There's not nearly enough trash this time. My lord. A report came from an interview that stated that this is not what No Shoes Nation is all about. And, well, for the record, this person happened to be not from this area, so they probably don't know much about the local news. But, Virginia lady, if you're out there, this is kind of what No Shoes Nation is all about, considering it's happened multiple times before in this area. Now, does that mean that it's a universal truth that each and every single concert is left with billows of trash? I don't know. That's actually for the fans to tell me, or people that have, had a concert in their local area to tell me. Is this a report that is just 100% primary to Pittsburgh, or is this instead one that seems to happen at every location on this tour? Or is this something that's just simply a country music thing? I don't know. Is that what makes you guys real rock and roll, real America? Is that what it is? The fact that we have the freedom to just, drink beer out of red Solo cups and leave them on the ground because someone else is going to pick them up. Some Mexican's going to... No wonder you guys like Trump. It makes fucking sense. Anyway, I want to know and I want to understand what the meaning is behind this. Why this is okay. And really, whenever you take a look at some of their fans, it kind of makes sense. But there are also folks out there that are normal looking, that in fact look kind of like they'd be good people. So what causes this to happen? What causes this to happen? I want to know. Let me know in the comments below. I'm Cover Killer Nation. I'll talk to you guys next time, and I assure you, it won't be about country music. Fuck you, Kenny Chesney.